Hello my dear students, welcome back. Hope you all are fine. Now our next topic of solving linear equations in two variables is the method Cramer's rule, the Cramer's rule method. We have finished with equating the coefficients method and graphical method. So going with the same questions that I have solved before, 4m plus 6n is equal to 54. 3m plus 2n is equal to 28. See my dear students, before proceeding over here, what we have to understand is that we have to first understand the formula of this question, my dear students. See, basically we have got two equations. One is a1x plus b1y is equal to c1. I hope by now you understand this. What is a1 a2, b1 b2 and then c1 c2. These are basically the general forms of two equations. a1x plus b1y is equal to c1. a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. Basically these two are linear equations in variables x, y. X and y are the variables of this equation. a1 and a2 are the coefficients of x in equation 1, equation 2. b1 and b2 are the coefficients of y in equation 1 and equation 2, whereas c1 and c2 are the constants. Now when we go to solve this by Cramer's rule method, what we have got, see, first of all we have to understand what is a determinant. Determinant is just d, it is just a d. First we have to understand that we have to find a determinant. For determinant, what you have to consider is consider only the coefficients a1, a2, b1, b2. a1, a2, b1, b2. These are written in the determinants. In this fashion, this is called as the type of writing the determinants, and it has got a value. D is the value of this determinant. D is the value of this determinant. And what is the value? Remember, always you have to cross multiply and always start from here. A1 into B2. A1, B2. Always subtracted. Subtraction B1, A2. B1, A2, or you can say A2, B1. So basically determinant is always equal to A1, B2 minus A2, B1. Okay, so that is the value of the determinant. Whatever are the coefficients, remember the coefficients, you have to write the coefficients a1, a2 and with their signs, b1, b2. Then d will be equal to a1 into b2 always, but remember this, you have to understand this, a1 into b2 minus a2 into b1. This is the value of the determinant. Okay, then we have to find dx. What is dx? See, when you are going to find dx, you have to ignore the coefficients of x and you have to deal with constants and b1, b2. But then what the arrangement is? Same arrangement, b1, b2, c1, c2 you will write, but you will swipe this two like this. Means c1, c2 will be written first, c1, c2 and b1, b2 will be written later. This will give you the value of dx. Finding the value of the determinant. See, this process is finding the value of the determinant, and for that you will have to do the same, c1 into b2 minus b1 into c2. This will give you the value of dx. Basically, the process of finding the value is always this. Subtract this minus this. But what is going to come and sit over here, that is what you have to understand. While finding dx, you have to ignore the coefficients of dx, consider constants and the coefficients of y. But remember, while finding dx, you will have to swipe these places of these two. Swipe the places of these two. C1, C2 will come in the place of B1, B2, P1, B2 will go in the place of C1, C2, and then that arrangement is written in this determinant. And then you have to solve this determinant, find the value of the determinant. When you go for finding dy, At that time definitely you will ignore the coefficients of y, and you will write this a1 a2 as they are, a1 a2 c1 c2, and then you will go to find the value of dy will be a1 c2 minus c1 a2. This will give you the value of dy. But finally you have to find x. X will be equal to dx by d. Means whatever is this value of dx that you get after solving this, divided by d. So that means what it is going to be, dx will be equal to c1 a2 minus a1 c2 upon d, which is a1 b2 minus b1 a2. Are you getting this? c1 b2, I'm sorry, c1 b2 minus b1 c2, c1 b2 minus b1 c2, this upon this, c1 b2 minus, and then upon this thing upon this one, c1 b2 minus b1 c2. I was trying to do it from here, actually I have to ignore this, c1 b2 minus b1 c2 upon d is a1 b2 minus b1 a2. Okay, when you go to find the value of y, it will be dy upon d. Actually you can consider this solving this upon this, but then always go a challenging path. To find y, it is dy upon d. The dy means I will have to ignore this. It will be, at that time I am not going to swipe this, I am not going to swap this, so it will be a1 c2 minus c1 a2 upon d is a1 b2 minus b1 a2. Check, a1 c2 minus c1 a2 upon a1 b2 minus. This is the process. See my dear students, first you have to find the determinant. For determinant you will consider only a1 a2 b1 b2, a1 a2 b1 b2, and they will be written as they are. The arrangement, this arrangement is important. Finding the value of d is still very easy because you know it is always going to be this minus this. For finding dx, you will have to ignore the coefficients of x. You will have to write the coefficients of y and the constant. But that time you will have to swap the places. c1 c2 will come over here, b1 b2 will come over here, and then again you will find the value of this dx, c1 b2 minus b1 c2. This will be a value you will get over here. Similarly dy, for finding dy you will ignore the coefficients of y. So you will consider the coefficients of x and c1 c2. So a1 a2 c1 c2, find them. Then once you get the value of dx and dy, then actual value of x is equal to dx upon d, and actual value of y is equal to dy upon d. This is, you will be finding the values of x and y. So let us go for this and see whether how we are doing that. So here we will say straightforward that d will be equal to 4 3 6 2. I am supposed to consider the signs also. Signs of these are plus 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 plus, so no problem. That will be equal to, now I will have to multiply this, 4 into 2 minus 6 into 3. That will give me 4 2s are 8 minus 6 3s are 18. So I will get d is equal to minus 10. This is the value of d that I have got. Fine. Now I will go to find the value of dx. For value of dx I will ignore, now here I will have to write dm, not dx. dm, I will have to ignore the coefficients of m. I will have to write the coefficients of n and constant. But then what will I do? I will swipe the places. 54 28 I will write over here, 6 2 I will write over here, and then finding this is again the same, 54 into 2 minus 28 into 6. So dm That will be 108, I suppose. Fine. Minus 28 into 6 8s are 48, 6 2s are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 168. So this will give me 160. That will be 60 minus 60. Fine. So I have got dm is equal to minus 60. Now going to find dn. For finding dn, what I have to do, ignore n. I will be writing the coefficients of m and constants. At this time I am not going to change the places, I am just going to copy them as the arrangement is. This I will write now 4 into 28 minus 54 into 3. So this will give me dn is equal to 4 8s are 32, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 11, minus 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, 16. If I subtract this, I will get 0, 6 minus 1, 5. That's all, 50, and sign of the greater number minus. So I will get dn is equal to minus 50. These are the values of dm, dn and d. Now I will write m is equal to dm upon d. That is equal to, what is dm? Minus 60 upon d is minus 10. This will give me 6, positive 6, minus minus plus. N is going to be dn upon d. dn is equal to minus 50 upon d is what? Minus 10. That will give me 5. My dear students, you all are not writing the complete statement. So here you will have to write just not m is equal to 6 and n is equal to 5 and then it is finished. No, m is equal to 6, n is equal to 5 is the solution of given simultaneous equation. This complete statement is needed, my dear students. Please don't go for shortcuts. It will be heavy. So this is how we will be solving by Cramer's rule. It is very easy method, definitely. And we have got the same answer for when we solved by equating the coefficient method, and also when we solved by graphical method, we solved the same answer. So going to the next question of ours. Next question of ours was 4x plus 3y is equal to 4. All positive only over here also. Plus 3y is equal to 4. 6x plus 5y is equal to 8. See, sometimes it can be possible just to write it in a proper way, or just to present it from where you are getting all these determinants and everything. It is possible that school teachers may demand you to write comparing with a1x plus b1y is equal to c1, a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. D is always equal to what? a1, a2, b1, b2. Are you getting a1, a2, b1, b2? Which in your case is 4, 6, 3, 5. And that will be equal to 4 into 5. You can write it now, 20 minus 6 3s are 18, and that is going to be only 2. So you get D is equal to 2. This way also you can write. In this way when you write, your presentation is absolutely complete. Okay. And when you go to find dx, now you know for finding dx, you will have to consider b1, b2 and c1, c2, but you have to swap the places. So you will write over here c1, c2 and b1, b2, which actually here are going to be 4, 8 and 3, 5, which are going to be 4 5s are 20 minus 8 3s are 24. You have to be very careful with the series, with the lemma, my dear students. You are basically going to 4 like this only, you have to multiply. You change it and then you are in a problem. Minus 4. So you get dx is equal to minus 4. This is your value of dx. Am I in the range or not? No, I am not. Sorry, my dear students. For this long I was not in the range. Okay. So now going for dy. For dy we know that now we have to ignore the coefficients of y. you will take A1 A2 as in the arrangement C1 C2. This will become your A1 A2 is now comparing over here, it is 4 6, C1 C2 is 4 8. So now I can directly multiply 4 8s are 32 minus 6 4s are 24. So this will give me 8. Fine. So now dy is equal to 8, positive 8. Signs are going to play a huge role, of course, anywhere. So you will get x is equal to dx by d. What is dx? Minus 4 by 2, and that will be minus 2. And y is going to be equal to dy by d. dy is going to be 8 upon 2, that will be 4. Therefore, x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 4 is the solution of okay. So this is how you are going to get this, and then I hope we have got this answer also right. X is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 4. Fine. So likewise, my dear students, you have to solve these questions also. I hope I am very clear with this, and it's not at all difficult. One more question, I hope that has got positive signs in it. Yes, it has. Not really very difficult as such, but still. See, here we will get 3x minus 4y is equal to 7 is going to be our first equation. Second is 5x plus 2y is equal to 3 is your second equation. Fine. Are they the same? Yes. Of course, here also they may give it in a non-standard form. You have to bring them into the standard form first. That is very important. Now you can write over here comparing with a1x plus b1y is equal to c1, a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. D is going to be a1 a2 b1 b2. What is a1 over here? 3 5. What is b over here? Minus 4 plus 2. So it is minus 4 2. Now you have to be careful. It is going to be 3 into 2 minus sign of the formula, and then you have got minus 4 into 5. Minus 4 into 5. So now what do you get over here? 3 2s is 6. When you subtract this, minus plus minus 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 plus, 4 5s are 20 now, and that is going to be your code 26. So you get D is equal to 26. Fine. And now you go for finding dx. Now you know your c1 c2 will be written first, y will be written later. So c1 c2 is what? 7 3. Y is minus 4 2. This will become 7 into 2 minus minus 4 into 3. So what will this give? What am I doing this? 7 2s are 14. Minus plus minus, then minus minus plus 4 3s are 12, and this will give you again 26. So you get dx is equal to 26. Now going to find dy. For finding dy, of course b1 b2 will be ignored, so you get a1 a2 is written in the same fashion, c1 c2. a1 a2 is your 3 5, c1 c2 is your 7 3. Now this you can directly, 3 3s are 9 minus 5 7s are 35. This will be 35 minus, this will give you 26 minus sign of the greater number. So you get dy is equal to minus 26. Okay, my dear students, I hope I am in the range. Fine. Now it's simple. X is equal to dx by d. That is equal to what? Dx is 26 upon d is also 26. That is equal to 1. Y is equal to dy by d. Dy is minus 26 upon d is 26. That is equal to minus 1. So you get x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1 is the solution of given simultaneous equation. I hope you are getting the meaning of this statement. The statement is meaning that if you substitute x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 1, you will get these values. See, x is equal to 1 will give you 3 1s are 3, minus 1 will give you plus 4, so 3 plus 4 will give you 7. X is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 2, so 5 minus 2 is 3. In this way you can counter check your answer also, my dear students. So this is what is the meaning of the solution, and this you have to understand this topic very nicely. Why it is called as the solution. X and y are the solutions because if you substitute these values of x and y in the left hand side of both the equations will get means 7 will be satisfied. Same values of x and y are substituted over here, you get 7. Same values of x and y substituted over here, you get 3. So x and y, this x is equal to y, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 1 is going to satisfy both the equations. So in this way, my dear students, here also we have got the answer same. X is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1. Okay, my dear students. So in this way we have finished with this also. And now what I want you all people to do is that I want you all people to solve 3 new questions. Not these 3, I am giving you 3 new questions. And I want you all people to solve by all the 3 methods. Okay, one is, see, remember, solve by all the 3 methods. Equating coefficients method, then graphical method, then Kramer's rule method. I am giving you only 3 questions. All the 3 questions you have to solve by all the 3 methods. Okay. One is 5x plus 3y is equal to minus 11. 2x plus 4y is equal to minus 10. And I am going to give you a few more. And this time I shall give you in, they don't have anything of that Achitra Vichitra. Nobody in that fashion. Oh, it's okay. I'm searching this from all possible places, my dear students. Oh, second. Okay, anything more? Okay, no, I will give you one more. When I have decided to give you one more, I will give you one. Oh, so much of confusion. Okay. Fine. So this is your homework for day, and you have to do them by all the 3 methods. So basically you have got minimum 3 threes are 9 questions to solve. Okay, my dear students. So this is your homework for the day, and do solve it and post it immediately. I am not finished with the lecture. You have got some more questions to do. One more very important questions, my dear students. One more type of questions I want to give to you all people. See, there are one more typical type of questions. Okay, we are over here. Okay. I did a mistake. It's okay. Try not to waste a lot of time. See here, my dear students, one more type of questions are there. See here, 15x plus 17y is equal to 21. These I am telling, this is it. Actually speaking, we can call these type of questions coming in the method of equating the coefficients method, but they are not actually the same. 17x plus 15y is equal to 11. Fine. See, the question, the speciality of this question is the coefficients over here 15 and 17 are reversed, 17 and 15 over here. What is the coefficient of x in equation 1 is the coefficient of y in equation 2, and the coefficient of y in equation 1 is basically the coefficient of x in the equation 2. These type of questions, if they have asked you to solve by equating the coefficient method, then there is a simpler way to do. Definitely you can do the same way. If I target x, then I will multiply first equation by 17. If I target and then second equation by 15, means you multiply the equation by the opposite coefficient. That can definitely be done. Definitely it will give you the same answer. But the thing is that multiplying 15 by 17, 17, 15, then 21 also by 17, and coming back over here, and then multiplying 11 again by, that is really very horrible calculations that you have to go through, and these are still easy values. You will again get some different values. What you have to do, supposing if this same question they ask you to do by Cramer's rule, so you don't have any option. You will have to go by a1 a2 means 15 17 17 15, find the value of determinant, then dx is equal to 21 11 17 15, find the value of dx. For dy you will have to go by 15 17 21 11, find the value of dy, and then that is the only case that we will have to do. But if they ask you by doing equating coefficient method, what you have to do, my dear students, is that adding equation 1 and 2. See, if I add these two equations, 15x plus 17y is equal to 21. What do I get over here is 32, I suppose, 32x. Then here also I will get 32y is equal to 32. And remember here, this will always reduce. What I will have to do is that I will have to divide throughout by. You should see whether you are going, whether it will reduce by what. It is not necessary that most of the times it will get reduced by 32 itself, and this is 1. So you will get x plus y is equal to 1, and this becomes your third equation. Okay, my dear students, you have to add the two equations, and also you have to subtracting equation 1 and 2. Now here some students are writing subtracting equation so and so from so and so. See, if you know, that is a problem of English language. It's not the problem of English language, that is how you have understood the English language. if you are going to write here subtracting equation so and so from so and so, so you have to, supposing if I write subtracting equation, then what way I will have to write subtracting equation 2 from 1. See, when I am writing this 1 from 2, that means I will have to write second equation first and first equation next. But my alignment is going to be like this: 15x plus 17y is equal to 21. 17x plus 15y is equal to 11. So here I am subtracting second equation from 1. I am subtracting second equation. This is my second equation. I am subtracting this equation from 1. So I will have to write second from 1. The better, if you don't want to have any confusion, write subtracting 1 and 2. So whether it is 1 from 2, second from 2, you go and check over here. Of course, but I'll like you all people to take the challenge and write from. Then in that case, but subtract the equation 2 from 1 will come, because 2 is here and 1 is here. So now when I subtract these two equations, it is going to be plus minus, sign of the greater number minus, 15 minus 7 will give me 2x. Here the sign of the greater number is plus, 17 minus 15 will give me 2y. Here it will be again plus and the 10. Now what do I get? I can divide throughout by 2. I get minus 5x plus y is equal to 5. See, my dear students, you have to once add, you will get the third equation. Add equations 1 and 2, you will get the third equation. Subtract equation 1 and 2, you will get the fourth equation. And now they will be having equal, this is 1. Now they will be having equal coefficients. You know? X also has gone 1, y also has got 1. Now you can think about doing anything that you want, adding equation 3 and 4. So you will get x plus y is equal to 1 minus x plus y is equal to 5. If I add, this will go 2y is equal to 6, y is equal to 6 upon 2, y is equal to 3. Now the same, substituting y is equal to 3. Anyone you can choose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now only the smart people will go and choose 1 and 2, but I am a very normal person. I will go and choose for in equation 3. X plus y is equal to 1, x plus 3 is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 minus 3, x is equal to minus 2. So I will write x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 3 is the solution of given simultaneous equation. So this is how, when this, but this rule is applicable, or this method you will be able to solve only when the coefficients are exchanged. Science can be anything. Okay, my dear student, if you want, I can go for one more question. But actually you should solve it on your own. Definitely, but they play a big role. See, I will give you homework for that also. Anytime you can go and refer this, because we don't have many number of questions for this. I can give you one question for this. That's why I told maybe. So here you can solve this by only one method, and that is the method that I have given you. 99x plus 101y is equal to 499, and the other one is 101x plus 99y is equal to 501. See here, 99, 99, 101, 101. Fine. The coefficients are exchanged. So solve this by that method and post your homeworks. Okay, my dear students. So with this, I think we will be finishing with the methods with which the, of course, one more is there, substitution method, which is very easy actually speaking. It is not there for 10th. If time permits, first of all, get expert with this, because these are in your syllabus. That if you want, we can anytime, if we require, we can take a separate video of that, and I can load it for you, that also. That is all, that's very easy method, but this is very important, all the three methods. Please solve this, master these methods, so that we can go to the solving the chapters exercises, and also for the main part of the chapter is the word problems. Very interesting, my dear students. They are very, very interesting. Thank you very much, my dear students. See you all soon. Stay healthy, stay calm, and most importantly, stay happy. Love you all, my dear students. Bye.